What is up, everyone? Brandyn Pokrass of the League Winners here once again for another interview. Today we have FIU commit Kaleb Barnes. Kaleb, how you doing today?
Doing good, sir. Doing good, sir. How you doing?
I am doing great, but want to start off. Obviously, you just recently committed to the Panthers. What made the school stand out to you, and what ultimately made you decide to commit there?
Um, Basically, I went on a visit, last weekend. I really enjoyed myself. I really enjoyed the way they welcomed me and made me feel like an actual family. I know a lot of colleges now, it's more so business and it's transactional relationships, and I feel like if I went there, I wouldn't have to, I feel like welcome. I feel like a real family, like a real unit, like brothers. Just some of the staff, uncles, aunties, moms, they just feel like home to me. So that's what standing out to me.
That's awesome to hear. And now shifting to the field. As a run blocker, obviously offensive line, multiple facets to the game, but as a run blocker, I want to ask you, how do you approach different concepts and offensive schemes? Is there something that tends to work for you the most, regardless of the play call, when it comes to a run play?
Um, s- uh, s- uh, not really. The thing about me is consistency in practice. I feel like the more you practice something, the better you get at it. So if you're practicing on a run block, you gotta know how to fire out your stance first of all, and know which foot you're stepping with. Know that you're stepping with the correct foot. You know the play, and the defense doesn't know the play. So you know that the ball going right, you're stepping with your right foot. If the play going left, you're stepping with your left foot. So just the minor details and the minor just small things you could change, and that'll make your game better as just the offensive line player. So,
And that ties into my next question I want to ask you, because when it comes to pass blocking, I want to ask, how do you approach handling different types of pass rushers? Because some guys rely on power, some guys rely on speed, some guys have very unique move sets, ghost moves, and things along those lines. So I wanted to ask how you really approach those different types of players.
um, I so basically, any DN, I know if you get at me in a wide nine, I have no choice but to at least give you two kick steps, so I can either quick set you and get you and scare you and get you. You know what I'm saying? So I can go ahead and get my hands on you. I don't want you to go ahead and beat me, and now my quarterback's dead. So, um, but yeah, it's really just practicing and just experience of the game. I feel like the more you play, the more you watch the game, the more information that you can soak up, so that when you're on the field, you can know some things that other opponents might not know about it. So that's really it. But just technique and everything, and knowing how to kick stuff, knowing how to quick set, knowing how to get your hands ready, knowing hand placement, knowing how to shoot your hand, and get for the ghost example. So just that.
And that ties into my next question too, where I want to ask you, what's your favorite offensive scheme and or essentially a favorite offensive scheme that you've had a chance to play in over your career? And then the second part to that, what's your favorite play? That play that makes you go, you know what, let's go. I'm excited. We're gonna make this a big play. I'm gonna make a big play on this.
Um, for the first question, I really love ISO. I love ISO. It's just something about it. Like it's just, I'm blocking. But at the corner of my eye, I can see the running back taking off past me. So I love little things like that, knowing that I'm making a hole for the running back to go make the big play. And of course, the offensive lineman might not get all the shine and all the credit in the world, but just seeing that yourself, that your brother is going to go make the play, you just feel as happy as him. And for your second question, my favorite play is a screenplay. I love a screenplay. We have a screenplay called Blue Miami. So, I give him two kick steps. If the DN want to run and run upfield, run to the quarterback, and he'll toss the ball to the running back or, whoever receiver. They come my way, and the DB doesn't see it, I'm going to put you on your back. So I love that play. I get a lot of bright lights get shined out on that play. I'm going to go
That's
hit some.
awesome.
Yes,
And
sir.
now moving toward your senior season, what have you been the most focused on improving this summer at your position?
The most important thing I've been improving on in my position is just protecting my quarterback. Just um, still, too much work is never enough work. So I just been practicing on my kick steps and pass blocking and pass rushing skills. Basically, you got to protect the quarterback. Got to protect the quarterback. You can
Has there
always.
oh, My bad. No, continue. My bad.
You can always, the running back gonna get hit, of course, but you don't want your quarterback getting hurt or nothing like that, because the quarterback get hurt and nobody passed to us, no. So that's really it.
And then tying into that, has there been a specific drill that you've been really focused on in terms of taking those steps?
Yes. We have this drill where we get a long wood bar or a long wood stick, and we'll put it over our heads. It's like a little monkey bar. Just put it over our heads. Put both of our arms on top of the wood. We'll kick step at a 45-degree angle, and then we'll post step to the right, and then we'll just do it multiple times, just trying to get the habit of you just relying on your athletic ability more than just your hands, and and sometimes your technique too. So that's really it.
And now, a question that I ask every single person that I interview. If there was one player, past or present, who you could have as a mentor or coach, who would it be and why?
That's a good question. If there's one player I could have as a mentor, who would it be and why? I feel like that's a real good question.
If there's more than one, you can go with more than one.
Now I'm trying to even it out and see. I'm trying to see. That's a great question. I never had nobody ask me that before. That's a great question. But definitely Trent Williams. I feel like Trent Williams, he plays in the NFL. He plays my position, left tackle. So I feel like he just his demeanor and his approach towards the game is very aggressive, is very dominant, and he's not willing to, he's basically fearless. He's not backing down towards nobody, and he knows how to uplift his teammates and be a leader in those times, in those moments when leaders lead. So definitely Trent Williams. If he can come and teach me and be a mentor to me, that'll be awesome.
I love that answer too, because it's not just about on field. It's like, especially at that position, taking that leadership role is so, so important. And that ties into my last question for you. Heading into your senior year, what do you want to showcase? And what goals or milestones do you have for the season?
Basically, what I really want to showcase is just not just having a dominant team, not just being so good on the field and being all aggressive on the field and rah, rah, rah. I want it to be, just as much as it's on the field as it is off the field. I want us to all be able to communicate and call each other and just, tell each other, that we love them. Because, it's like it's a brotherhood with us. We're very close. We're very compact. And we always pray after practice. And, we all have our group chats and everything, but everybody doesn't call everybody. Everybody only talks to everybody when it's needed to talk. So I feel like that's one thing that we definitely, I'm looking forward to achieve, and just looking to push the players is to call one another, just anytime. You never know what one of our players could be going through. And they might be scared to, talk because they might feel like they're not at home. So that's just one of the big things that I'm very big on with our program. Another thing is, what was the second question?
What goals and milestones do you have for this season?
My goal, so my goals and my milestones is just really just to work hard and just go 110% every single day. Even if you're injured, you want to still try to give a little bit more to feel like that you're giving back. And my goals is really just, my goals is really to have at least 30, 40 pancakes this season. And just be able to, be recognized off my run blocking, my pass blocking. Just want to be an all-around player and getting to be versatile, not just on the left side and be playing left tackle, but also being able to switch sides and go to right tackle and being able to perform just as well, if not perfect. So that's just some of my goals and some of the things I look forward to every day and working harder towards to get.
Love that answer, man. And that brings us to the end of the interview. Before we get out of here, where can everyone find you on social media?
I can find me at elevated.kb or elevated_KB. Kaleb Barnes. I was born and raised in Tallahassee. I go to Gabi. I play football. You know, I'm a dog, so that's all y'all need to know about me.
Well, love to hear that. Really excited to see how you do this season. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for checking out another interview. We will be back with more very soon. But for myself and Kaleb Barnes, thank you guys for checking it out. We'll catch you next time.
Yes, sir.